Hello everyone, welcome to the Sam Fury Show. In this episode, Sam from samfury.com and Aventuras from sfnonfictionbooks.com discuss Chapter 1 of Profit First, written by Mike Michalowicz. Chapter 1 is titled Taming the Beast.
Okay, so you know how everyone dreams of being a business owner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like picturing piles of money, Scrooge McDuck style.
Yeah.
But anyone who's actually run a business knows it's not always swimming pools and money vaults.
Right.
Today we're diving into a book that really challenges that whole growth at all costs idea, you know?
Yeah.
It's called Profit First by Mike Michalowicz.
Oh, I've heard of this one. Interesting.
And it gets right to the heart of how we think about, well, profit.
Yeah. It's so easy to fall into that trap
Right.
of thinking bigger is better, especially when you're just starting out. Like more clients,
More projects.
more employees.
Yeah.
All that feels like success. Right?
Exactly. Like you land a huge client, your gut instinct is to scale up right away.
For sure.
But this summary we're looking at today, it highlights this thing, and I think a lot of people can relate to it.
Okay.
It's that feeling of almost being on a sinking ship, even when you're technically growing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been there.
That's where I think this profit first idea comes in, and I'm interested to hear your take on this. It basically says we need to flip the script on how we approach profit completely.
Totally. It really challenges the traditional model.
Which is, remind me.
Well, the typical sales minus expenses equals profit equation.
Right, of course, yeah.
But that can set us up for that sinking ship feeling.
Totally.
We're chasing bigger and bigger sales,
Which usually means.
bigger expenses,
Mhm.
and then we just cross our fingers and hope there's something left at the end.
Yeah, and I think for a lot of businesses, there isn't, right?
Sadly, a lot of times, no.
Okay, so then Profit First swoops in and says, hold on. Instead of hoping there's profit at the end,
Yeah.
it says, let's take that percentage of our revenue as profit first,
First.
right off the bat, before we even think about expenses.
Interesting. So you're kind of flipping that formula around.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What do you think the implications of that kind of shift are?
Well, it's huge. It forces you to think differently, right? Instead of spend what's left, it's allocate profit first, then work with what remains.
It's like budgeting, but on a business level, right?
Yeah.
Instead of saving what's left at the end of the month, you're prioritizing your goals financially right from the beginning.
Absolutely. You're being
Right.
proactive instead of reactive.
And it's interesting because this made me think about the whole gap thing. Do you know what I mean? Generally accepted accounting principles.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And it feels like profit first is bucking the system a little bit.
Totally. It's challenging the status quo.
Which can be a good thing.
Absolutely. It can be very healthy.
It reminds me of Parkinson's law. Have you ever heard of that?
Oh, yeah.
That whole idea that work expands to fill the available time.
Oh, yeah.
We do the same thing with our business finances, right?
Totally, yeah.
We budget a certain amount, we
Yeah.
tend to spend that amount, and we just accept it as this is how it is.
This is how it's always been done. Right.
Right, even when it might not be the best way.
Even when it's not serving us.
Yeah.
And, for me, this is where it gets even more interesting.
Yeah, tell me more.
Well, challenging the status quo, it's not just about accounting. It's also about, how we see our income.
Okay, interesting.
The profit first summary we're looking at, it says, not all revenue is created equal.
Sure.
We really need to figure out which parts of our business, which income streams are the ones actually bringing in the profit.
It's about understanding the true profitability of everything you're doing, right?
Really? Yeah.
Maybe you're selling a ton of one product,
Right.
but the margins are super slim,
Yeah.
the overhead's high,
Uh-huh.
so are you really actually making money from it?
Exactly.
You're just kind of,
Spinning your wheels.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so let's say I own a bakery, right?
Okay, I like where this is going.
I might assume everything I make is, profitable, right?
Yeah.
Cupcakes, cookies.
But this profit first idea, it would say, hold on, pump the brakes.
Right. Analyze it.
Yeah, figure out is it the signature cake, the one with the secret frosting everyone loves?
Right.
Is that bringing in way more profit than those cute little individual cookies that everyone also loves?
Yeah, maybe those cookies are a loss leader, or maybe...
Yeah, you're pricing them wrong.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to figure that out. See, this is what I love about Profit First. It almost makes you a financial detective.
In your own business.
Exactly. You start uncovering those hidden profit centers.
And you might find some things are secretly draining your resources.
100%, yeah. And then you can adjust accordingly, right?
So it's like we're not just working harder, we're working smarter. which I think everyone can appreciate.
It's about being strategic.
Yeah,
It's like maybe you don't need to sell 1,000,000 things
right.
if 100 of the right thing will bring in the same profit.
With less stress, probably.
Exactly. Less overhead, less stress. It's about finding that sweet spot where your passion,
And the profit.
yeah, they align.
I love that.
And this isn't a one-time thing,
No, I was just thinking that.
This is a commitment.
It's a journey.
This summary really emphasizes that, and it's true.
Yeah, it's like any big change, like a lifestyle change or something.
Right.
You need that discipline, that commitment, especially when you're used to doing things a certain way. I imagine those initial shifts, like how you allocate your money, that's got to feel weird at first.
Totally, yeah. There's definitely going to be an adjustment period.
You're rewiring your financial habits almost.
Yeah, you're training your brain to look at money differently.
And trusting the system, even when it feels, I don't know, a little counterintuitive.
Because that's where the magic happens, my friend.
Yeah.
On the other side of that discomfort.
You're finally breaking free from that feeling of always scrambling,
It's empowering.
Yeah. Instead of feeling like you're constantly playing catch up with your money.
Yeah, you're in the driver's seat.
Right. You're making decisions from a place of strength, financial strength.
Exactly. And that changes everything.
You're not just hoping for the best anymore, right? You're actively building a safety net.
The safety cushion, yeah.
Remember that sinking ship feeling we talked about?
Right.
This is like you're building a life raft.
I love that analogy.
You're prepared when the storms hit, because they always do, right?
Right.
Especially in business, there's always something.
There's always something, yeah.
Yeah.
But when you have that financial stability,
Yeah.
it changes how you approach those challenges.
You can weather the storm a little easier.
Exactly. And not just weather it, but even thrive.
So to bring it all together, this
Yeah.
whole profit-first philosophy, it's a huge mindset shift, right?
So it really is.
It's about putting profit first, like the name says, but it's also about, like we were talking about, challenging those old ways of thinking about accounting.
Being open to new approaches.
And really understanding what's making you money in your business.
Knowing your numbers, but also understanding what those numbers mean.
Yes. And I think what's so powerful about this whole thing is it's about transforming your relationship with money in your business, but probably even beyond that.
Totally. It's about moving from just surviving.
Just thriving.
Exactly. And who doesn't want that?
That's what we all want. And this feels like a really, I don't know, almost like a tangible way to get there.
It's a framework, a roadmap.
And it's about taking control instead of feeling like you're being tossed around by the waves.
You're the captain now.
Yeah, you're steering the ship, which I love. So anyone listening out there, think about this. And this is something I'm going to be thinking about too after this. What would it look like to fundamentally change your relationship with money in your business?
That's the question, folks. That's what we want you to ponder. Until next time.
Thanks for tuning in to The Sam Fury Show. If you found this episode useful, let us know with a like, follow and share. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to visit samfury.com to get free access to all our original summaries, which you can download as PDFs, as well as other exclusive content. It's all completely free at samfury.com.